This first topic is brought to you by lawsuits here in America. We're a very litigious country here. It says Marvel wants details about who posted Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania leaks. They leaked the dialogue on Reddit, and they want to know who. And the first thing I thought of was, who thought anything about this movie was worth leaking? Yes? No?
Maybe. I mean, there are definitely a ton of Marvel stans that cruise the subreddit. And look
the subreddit's extremely popular.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like you don't know what's going to happen when you see this stuff. It's the same movie that, I mean, most Marvel movies are kind of the same thing over and over again. Not all of them.
Oh, yeah. Was anyone in like the real world other than the Marvel Redditors invested in like the plot of Ant-Man Quantumania?
Maybe they leaked it to generate interest.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, oh, they heard about
then why would they be
PR
oh, and now they're performatively angry at whoever.
They have to be angry to cover the fact that they leaked it.
Also,
to try and get you to want to watch it.
It's also still in theaters, so
it's possible they could use it as an excuse. Like, this is why the movie bombed. It's going to lose money. They're saying this movie's going to lose money. It's going to be the first Marvel movie that doesn't profit at all.
Like, people just read the script and are like, I don't need to see it now?
Right?
Well, because they're investing hundreds of millions of dollars into movies that have no actual substance.
Yep.
Sequels upon sequels that have no actual plot.
So the strategy works either way. If it helps them see a second win, more people going to the theater, great. And if it makes it so they have something to blame, even better.
We put all the budget into the costumes.
It's
and
not
got no storyline.
It's not like Marvel movies are like somebody mentioned M. Night Shyamalan movies. You're not looking for some crazy twist at the end. You could make the argument that leaking the post-credit scene could be like bad. But
the post-credit scene was literally the narrative shift point of the movie that mattered. The rest of the movie could have been here nor there. It did not matter. Any of the story about Ant-Man was completely irrelevant. It was only about Kang the entire time,
who's
and
going to become relevant?
By necessity shifting him into focus, which was both of the post-credit scenes' purpose.
Yep. So it says a request filed Friday, March 10th on behalf of Marvel in federal district court in California asked the court to issue a subpoena to compel Reddit to identify the person or group responsible for sharing dialogue from Quantumania. I'm picturing like Facebook or like all of these social media companies back when they kind of would like stand the idea of like privacy for their users, and they're like, we're not going to bow to the big bad federal government. But what I'm picturing is like some judge who really wants like a sneak preview of the next Marvel movie, and Kevin Feige's like, look, I'll let you watch Secret Invasion if you tell me if you make Reddit tell me who this user was. And the guy's like, my grandkids want to watch that. So then
what are they gonna do to the
I don't know,
Reddit user? I mean, who are we like supposed to be afraid?
Sue them into oblivion, I guess. I don't know.
Is there a bounty? Like you get a reward for revealing who it is?
Well,
then I would be interested.
It's Disney. They could get Boba Fett on it. That'd be cool.
If you get 4chan on this, they'll instantly find out.
They'll figure it out right away.
They can find out anyone. They'll find out not only the Reddit user's username, they will find his mother's maiden name, his social security number, his address.
His mother's
They'll find out where he went to elementary school. They will know everything. They'll know his satellite coordinates, everything.
I suppose it makes sense, I guess, in how, look, it used to be a very big deal to prevent spoilers from coming out. Oh, we got one that just came through that's catching up if you want to read that one.
Okay. It's Hey That Dumb Chicken said, maybe, just maybe, they leaked it as a general public good to save everyone from that crap. They were being kind. That was a stupid movie.
That might have been a $5 one. I'm so thrown off.
Well, we don't know what
trying
the
to do
currency is. I don't know.
Figure it out. No, it's Indian currency.
It's the color. The color's used to figure it out.
Oh.
Well, don't you just refer back to his first super chat? And
right.
He said that was $20.
But I don't know.
We just got another one.
Yellow was.
Nate Parrott said, welcome back, Mary. You don't want to look dumb on your own show, so don't forget to pronunciate. I won't. Thanks.
But like, I was thinking back to like yesterday we talked about Scream 6, and oddly enough, we talked about Scream 2 being what is the true highest grossing opening weekend of any of the Scream movies, and they went through leaps, bounds, and work to prevent, because it became a very big deal in the Scream franchise to prevent the identity of the killer to get out. So they would film multiple endings of the movie with different people as the killer.
And release multiple different.
No, they would do it so that no one knew, so that none of the actors knew.
Or I guess crew too.
Yeah, and also they would the they developed like special photocopy paper so that like if it got photocopied, they'd be able to tell who was the one that photocopied it and stuff like this. So spoilers are an important thing to prevent from getting out. That's
like
not
this is something
up for
the Supreme Court justices have to stop doing.
I was thinking that the whole time. Yeah.
How do you guys stop leaks?
It's like shoplifting prevention, sort of. You know, the Amazon stores that don't have workers, they'll have extremely developed facial recognition technology for it.
Well, I was looking at this list. It's like a list of movies where like severe spoilers and scripts had leaked, and right on there was Scream 2, but also Terminator, Avengers. But a lot of them are movies where it's just like, look, people are going to go see a James Bond movie either way. People are going to go see a Marvel movie either way, right?
I'm sorry, what were the stakes of Ant-Man Quantumania? What was revealed in Ant-Man Quantumania?
Right.
I watched it,
know.
and I don't know.
That you're going to have to deal with Kang for a long, long time.
Everyone already knew that the movie was...
He was half ant, half man.
The purpose of that movie was introducing this new villain that had nothing to do with the rest of it.
Yeah, so I just wanted to read this. It says, in many ways, the Scream 2 script leak might be the granddaddy of them all. After all, the year was 1996, and most people still hadn't even heard of the internet. I don't know about that.
Hadn't even heard of it.
That's what this article says.
I wouldn't
Sure
know.
they've heard of it.
Much less had dial-up, a dial-up account set up. The early days net, see, remember, like what I was talking about on Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
The netizens.
Anytime prior to 1999, when you want to talk about using the internet, you say, check the net. You don't say the internet, you don't say the web, you say check the net. And it's like a magical place where you can find literally anything about anyone, as if like you didn't have to wait 20 minutes just to get your internet to load.
I loved the part in Twilight where she starts doing like very basic research on vampire lore. And like immediately she's just like typing things in and just immediately gets
Stuff
results.
comes up. Well, no, there's a whole storyline in Buffy about like this lady who's like she investigates the same stuff that they're doing, like the Watcher and Buffy, except for she does it like she's like researches online, and so it's like there's like really low resolution photos that are very clearly like art pieces done, like logged up. It's so funny, and it's I feel like we need to bring that back, like vintage websites. Like everyone should get we should bring back Angel Fire. We should make the new Timcast website Angel Fire.
People already are doing that.
Right.
That like nostalgic web aesthetic.
Yeah, they're doing MySpace for like show promo and stuff.
There's one called like, what is it? Friend Project.
We should.
But it's like they're like doing a flashback to the way MySpace looked.
We should
customize
put the Timcast website on either Angel Fire or what was the other big one? GeoCities.
Oh,
yeah.
Jessica, are you in the chat?
Jessica,
hear these great suggestions.
Yes.
It's like, or maybe like what we've been doing is like having everyone, like having guests sign the money. We should have them sign. We should have them sign AOL discs.
Dude, I felt so stupid when Vera suggested that the special guests will like sign these
one of the bills
so we can frame them, and I was like, how did we not think of that?
Genius.
Like it's such a simple thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, dollar picture frames are expensive. They're like $15 or $16 a piece.
You just do what restaurants do and like tape them to the wall.
We could just do a few of them stacked on top of each other in one frame.
Yeah, we could get like a regular.
I've gotten a frame small enough for $1 that wasn't $17.
But they make them specifically for that size, for the size of bills.
Somebody's cornered the market.
Yeah. So
it'll look like a Red Robin in here.
Yeah, eventually.
The way that they frame baseballs and stuff.
It's gonna become our thing, right?
Cubicle frame.
Yeah.
If the spoilers bother you, like, do you stop yourself? Are you one of those people? Are any of you like those people that just can't look at spoilers before they go see a movie?
Depends.
Yeah, it depends on the movie.
If I'm watching a Marvel movie, there's no spoiler that could even ruin it.
Yeah.
Especially one like Quantumania, because you already know from the get-go where it's headed. It's just a utilitarian plot device to move you to the next
Skybeam at the
phase.
end. Yeah.
It's like, Spider-Man 3.
What you're saying about Scream and the way that they like went to all of that effort to hide the identity of Ghostface, you're revealing that team of creatives actually cared about the franchise they were working on. I think that Disney Marvel is way past that point. They don't care at all.
But Marvel used to do that with their trailers, where they would put fake scenes in trailers to mislead the fans and make them think that a scene was going to be in a movie that wasn't.
Those days are over.
Yeah. The example I gives, like, there was a version of the Infinity War trailer where Thanos flexes like this with the Infinity Gauntlet, and the amount of Infinity Stones in the gauntlet one is different than the amount that are in that shot in the movie. Like it's like I think it's 3 in the trailer shot, and it's 4 or 5.
The Easter eggs. I hate Easter
Yeah.
eggs and Easter egg people.
Mary's not a fan of Easter eggs.
It just
Easter egg people.
Yeah, it's like this general sentiment that like a movie needs to be super hard to understand in order to be good.
They were talking about
So
that
complex.
yesterday. Well, they were talking about it yesterday. They were talking about like conflating movies that are hard to understand with movies that are deep, because they were talking about it in reference to
not the
Everything
same
Everywhere
thing.
All at Once.
Interstellar comes to mind.
Yeah.
That movie makes no sense.
I think
doesn't.
I'd look
think
up
it makes
spoilers,
sense.
or I wouldn't care about.
Doesn't matter.
reading-
Just listen to the soundtrack.
That's what I hear.
I think I wouldn't care about reading about spoilers for movies that I'm not invested in, right? But there are some movies where the revelation is the experience, and if you read the spoilers, like nothing happens to you, you just don't experience the movie the same way.
Yeah.
I think that's ultimately the downside. Like any major
With a big
franchise, it
reveal at the
doesn't
end.
really matter unless you are emotionally invested in the characters.
I really didn't want to know who Gossip Girl was.
Or
did we get one?
Yeah, we got one.
No, I don't think that's
Oh, no,
20.
okay.
That's 10, yeah.
Okay. Or A in Pretty Little
Or
Liars.
A, was that a good reveal in your opinion?
Yeah,
or-
she was crazy. Mona was freaking crazy.
Well, you just told me. I was
That's
gonna
not
maybe
really
watch
her,
that show
right?
one day. But
Well, there's like 3. There ends up being like 3 A's, so it doesn't really matter.
They kept changing
okay.
their mind.
Yeah.
Gossip Girl had the worst reveal because it's like
They forgot to figure out who it would be.
they
and had
never
to stick it
decided,
on
and then they
someone.
just last minute decided it's Penn Badgley. What was his name?
Dan.
And it was like, you're writing disgusting things about your own sister, and she's just like cool with that.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, like there'd be times that like he would be like, "I'm shocked by this information. Like I'm having an emotional
Right.
response to it." When it's like theoretically you're the one who knows
things that were revealed
it.
about him that
Yeah,
were
it's just, like,
unflattering.
it doesn't make sense.
They did
Yeah.
the same thing when they had the Red John in The Mentalist. The show went for so long, and the mystery around who the serial killer Red John was became so like hard to follow that eventually Bruno Heller, the creator of the show, just went back to like the first 2 episodes and picked like the biggest name actor he could find and said it was him. And there's like I'm like rewatching it and I'm like, that doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
But okay, all right, fine.
I honestly felt similarly about The End of How I Met Your Mother, right? Like, it's not that great of a show, but I did watch it for a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Fight.
I rewatched
Fight.
that. I rewatched that now. I'm like, yeah, it's not as good, but like I did like it back in the day. But
Oh,
like
I haven't rewatched it.
when
Maybe
they
that's
like
it.
explain how they're revealing like the mother stuff, like it just seems like, oh, you guys have ruined all of the emotional tension you've built, and it's actually kind of
Oh.
lame and weird.
I see that.
Dustin in the chat says, "Hold on while I die from Gossip Girl talk."
Die as in like you like Gossip Girl?
I don't know.
I think this is
Like
good.
I'm dying. I love Gossip Girl.
Because now, if you ever go on a date with a girl who's like, "Oh, I like Gossip Girl," you can ask her,
Yeah.
"Hey,
What did you think of the big reveal?"
We're helping you be a well-rounded person and connect with others.
Yes.
I was watching Smallville last night, and it hit me because I was looking up some stuff about what's it, Nivixen, like the cult that the actress was a part of.
I don't know.
But I've been watching Smallville, and it's shocking to me how much it doesn't matter for there to be big reveals or to be like a bunch of like there's comic book Easter eggs and stuff in there, but it's like anybody can watch that show and love it. Like it's just a teen drama in a lot of ways. It's just all the stories just kind of become like analogs for like teenage coming of age stories.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. Good storytelling died, man. Long time ago. Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.